Scotland has a population of over 5 million, and now they're all in prison. The streets of Glasgow are quiet today, more quiet than they typically are on a Saturday morning, because the entire population of Scotland is now in prison. It comes in the wake of a controversial law that was just passed by the Scottish Parliament, condemning any speech as hate speech that offends or has the potential to offend anyone. Things didn't last very long before the police moved in and arrested an entire population that throughout the course of the day was offended by at least one thing that one of their fellow Scotsmen said. You're listening to the Global News Service. Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, issued a statement from her prison cell saying that although she agrees with the letter and spirit of the law, she does think that in light of the entire population being arrested, there might be some teething issues when it comes to enforcement. Toby Young of the Free Speech Brigade has issued a statement saying that this was the logical conclusion of a piece of legislation designed to stifle free speech. Later, there was a man in the Upper Hebrides who was offended by this statement, and the few Scottish police that weren't in country at the time of the arrest of their colleagues swooped down to London and arrested Mr. Young. He awaits trial in a fortnight. The forthcoming Rangers-Celtic football match has been cancelled. This itself offended many people on both sides of the famous Old Firm club rivalry. All of them are in prison, and now they've been resentenced because of a slew of new offences after being offended by the cancellation of the football match. A FIFA representative flew into Edinburgh to try to address the issue, but he was offended by the fact that his cab was late at the airport. There were, of course, no drivers. This offended him, and he's now in prison. The Secretary-General of the United Nations has encouraged all people to avoid all but necessary travel to Scotland because if even the minor thing they do offends someone else, they could be in prison for the next 15 years. This is Jonathan Gilbert with the Global News Service here at a prison in central Glasgow.